Today's Blu-ray we're going to be showcasing is the Super Mario Brothers movie. I just picked that up like early, I think early in the morning actually. I saw on Target's website that they had this particular release of the movie on Blu-ray in stock. So basically I got up in the morning, I drove there, and thankfully I was successful enough to pick up this particular version of the Super Mario Bros. Movie on Blu-ray. It is a special 3D, if only the camera could focus, it is a special 3D lenticular packaging. I kind of want to open this right now. This is actually somewhat of a blind, this is kind of like a blind showcasing, because I have not used this Blu-ray in advance. Let's see if I could try to open the. It's gonna be a little difficult. I think as I'm attempting to open the seal, I might as well just, you know, say some more stuff. So yeah, so there's different versions of the Super Mario Bros. Movie that you can buy. Of course, you have like a standard DVD release, a standard Blu-ray release that has the DVD disc, and I think it has a digital code. Yeah, this copy I have does have a digital code, so I'm thinking the standard Blu-ray release also has a digital code. And then there's also the 4K release of the Super Mario Bros. Movie. And you also have that version of the format in a steelbook release. And I think there's also another release of the movie that's in like a Superstar. But I don't like gimmick packages. I much prefer my stuff in regular DVD and Blu-ray cases. So yeah, here's what the 3D lenticular or whatever it's called packaging, and yeah, it looks really nice. It's like a 3D. It gives off like a 3D illusion. It's kind of like the Toy Story 3 poster that I have in my room. It's like a little poster of Toy Story 3, and it's in that same like 3D lenticular material. So yeah, so basically this comes with the Blu-ray and the DVD and a digital code. I normally don't really care for the digital codes all that much, but yeah, I mean the 3D effect looks really cool. And yeah, and you can see a few toads in the background. I love the Super Mario Bros. Movie. So obviously this was definitely a Blu-ray that I wanted to get day one. Normally I would just go to like Half Price Books and see if they would have a new Blu-ray, because usually like they would sell their Blu-rays for around like $6 to $10. That's like a good deal. Actually, before I open up the sleeve, maybe I'll show you what the spine looks like on the sleeve. And then here's what the back looks like. Has Mario and friends in their vehicles. There's basically a description of what the movie's all about. Has some bonus features, getting to know the cast, leveling up, making the Super Mario Bros. Movie, the Super Mario Bros. Movie field guide, Peach's lyric video, and leadership lessons from Anya Taylor-Joy. There's a few screenshots from the movie. Things like the digital code, Nintendo Illumination. Family friendly wise, the movie is rated PG. So when you remove the sleeve, the cover of the movie is pretty much the exact same as like the standard the standard Blu-ray release of the Super Mario Bros. Movie. It's based off of one of the posters from the movie, of course. Pretty good one. Spine's pretty much the same, and the back pretty much identical. I mean, you do have like, if the camera can focus, I mean, you do see like some like the producers, directors, as well as like the voice cast, the movie. But yeah, we open it up. Of course, we do have the digital code, but then we also have the DVD disc, which is like in red, and then the Blu-ray disc, which is also red. Normally, when movie studios release, like their films on Blu-ray, they usually have like the DVD disc be printed gray, and then have like all the Blu-ray, like be printed blue. At least that's kind of how it's like been nowadays when it comes to disc printing. But at least the Super Mario Bros. Movie, is like unique in that they're all printed red. Kind of reminds me of how because the Super Mario Bros. Movie is distributed by Universal, so this is distributed by like Universal's like home video company. They also came out with like Blu-ray releases of the Rankin and Bass like Christmas specials, that they own, and the printing on those discs, they're also in red. So I kind of find it interesting how the same like red printing on like Rudolph and Frosty is also on the Super Mario as well. And since this is a Blu-ray showcase after all, I'm gonna put the Blu-ray disc in, and we'll just have a closer look at it. So here's what the menu of the Blu-ray looks like. Again, I muted the audio. And it just plays like a production music from the movie itself. But yeah, basically you have the option to play, select your chapters, setup, and of course the bonus features. Now when you put the disc in, it actually loads to the movie itself. But it does give you the option to either like click on the menu, and yeah. So I'd say let's go to setups first. So yeah, so basically there's the only audio that they have here are English, Spanish, and French. I'm not sure if the Spanish version on the Blu-ray set is like the Latin American Spanish release. But yeah, it does have subtitles, English, French, and Spanish, and everything. Alright, and then here are the bonuses. Getting to know the cast, leveling up, making the Super Mario Bros. Movie. And then we have the Super Mario Bros. Movie field guide, the Peaches lyric video, which I think was already available like on YouTube and social media. And then leadership lessons from Anya Taylor-Joy. So yeah, so that's kind of pretty much it for the menu. I'll stop the video and check out parts of the movie, as well as some of the bonus features, and then after that I'll start filming the pros and cons. All right, pros and cons for the Super Mario Bros. Movie Blu-ray. Pro number one would be the film is awesome. I really loved the Super Mario Bros. Movie when I first saw it in theaters. Yeah, I took my mom and dad I went to see it, and they also loved it too. And we were all just like laughing at like all the funny moments, especially when like Bowser plays the Peaches song. I just remember my dad like bursting into laughter because it's such a ridiculous song. I also really like the voice cast for the most part, even though I still didn't like the fact that that Chris Pratt was voicing Mario instead of Charles Martinet. At least his performance was still fine, and that it didn't ruin the movie for me, which I think was kind of good, because I wasn't too bothered by his voice, like when watching the movie. I know a lot of critics kind of gave the movie a lot of flack for for not having like the most original story or something like that, but I thought the story was fine, was fine as it was. So yeah, so Super Mario Bros. Movie, it's definitely an excellent film to have on Blu-ray. I'm not sure what the 4K version of it is like. I mean, it definitely probably looks even better than the Blu-ray, but the video quality on the Blu-ray itself is still pretty good. It almost looks exactly how I saw the movie in theaters in terms of like the graininess that the picture quality has. Because if you watch the movie if you watch the Blu-ray disc of the movie that's like in 1080p on a 4K TV, you could definitely tell how grainy the movie can kind of look up close. But you're gonna be watching the movie in like a far away distance to where you wouldn't really like notice it all that much. So yeah, so the video quality on the movie is pretty good on Blu-ray. And the bonus features, I mean the bonus features definitely do kind of feel a little bit overproduced in a way, but I mean they were still good though. So I definitely do kind of recommend them. A lot of people have kind of thought that there would be like some sort of short film onto the home video release of this movie, but we never got that for some reason. However, even without the supposed short film, the bonus features are still fine for what they are. I also love the packaging, especially like this version where it has like that 3D cover. I think it looks really nice. And you can make this sound. For some reason, I just really like making that sound. So yeah, so I definitely do love the packaging on this release. You can get like other different packaging styles for the movie, whether it be like the Blu-ray release or the 4K release, because they have the 4K release in like a steelbook. The artwork looks kind of boring on that one though. And so yes, so that was all the pros for the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I do have two cons for the movie. The first con would probably be the lack of a audio commentary. I really wish that this movie had some sort of director's commentary, because like I would love them to know more about the production of the movie without having to watch like some sort of bonus feature. I don't know. I just kind of like I just like the casual feel of like audio commentaries. And I'm sure if there was ever one, like it probably would have been a really great listen. Or even better, I would have loved to see a character commentary. Like wouldn't it be great if we had like a character commentary where Charles Martinet as Mario and Luigi talk about like the production of the movie, like in character, like in universe. It's sort of similar to how like the home video releases of Jonah have like a character commentary with Larry and Mr. Lunt. It would have been funny if they did something like that and have like Charles Martinet like doing both Mario and Luigi's voice, like talking about how they made the movie in universe and why their voices are different from the movie compared to their actual voices. It would have been a hilarious like commentary, my opinion. So it kind of sucks that no type of commentary was ever made for this home video release of the movie. Maybe if we ever see some sort of like special edition re-release with a Charles Martinet cut of the movie or like whatever people have suggested, maybe we'll get some sort of audio commentary. So yeah, and then the last con I have for this movie would probably be its presentation. The presentation looks okay, I guess. It's basically just like the poster for the movie, or I guess to be more specific, the cover to the Blu-ray case. And that's kind of just like pretty much it. I mean, they do kind of show you like footage of the bonus features as you try to select them. But I mean, that's just kind of pretty much it. It's a little lackluster, but I mean, it's not the worst con, honestly. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for the Super Mario Bros. Movie Blu-ray release. It's definitely a film that I highly recommend you get, whether if it's on Blu-ray or on 4K. I don't collect 4K stuff, so I'm not sure if there's any real difference between the 4K release and the Blu-ray release. But yeah, I'm just so happy to have this movie in my physical collection where I can touch it and pretty much have it forever and not have to worry about Netflix or Peacock. I'm getting rid of it at some point after merging with some sort of company, and the CEO just hates animation, just wants like get rid of all their stuff for tax write-offs. If that ever happens with the Super Mario Bros. Movie, at least I'll always know where to watch it. And for a while, Toy Story 4 was the most recent movie that I ever picked up on Blu-ray, but now that I have the Super Mario Bros. Movie on Blu-ray, I'll just put it next to Toy Story 4. Honestly, at some point I might want to put Toy Story 4, 3, 2, and 1 all together instead of just like separately, because I do have my movie collection like listed from like order of like release date. So I guess maybe if I ever decide, you know, like to rearrange my movie collection, I'll have to rearrange it to like franchises. So instead of like 2, 3, and 4 like being in like different places, they'll be next to the original Toy Story. But yeah, that's it for these. All right, so that's it for the Super Mario Brothers movie Blu-ray video. Thank you for watching this. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. And if you are subscribed to the channel, make sure to hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on any videos that I ever make. I'll see you then.